G'day, welcome to the MacPack
Mailbag.
My name's Jamie Kerr, and to my left this weekend on the man on the panel, most likely to be an Australian Open champ. It's my little brother Joe. How are you, boy?
Yes, I mean, that's what I thought, but I might have an update on that one.
And to my right, coming in at 6'1", as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
I don't think I'd do well out on the court holding the racket, but I reckon I could chase those balls down pretty damn quick.
He loves to chase balls.
Loves
is what-
the ball.
is what
What
I'm-
about?
That's what I'm hearing. Boys, off the top, we're chatting about tennis after we mentioned it. We got a little bit of an update after last week. Plus, we've also got a bit of an update on your life situation.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Likely
He's
situated.
we're doing a hit list around Perth beaches. We're also discussing the Aussie Bro squad.
My favorite.
You've got a bit of a film-themed everyday hero.
Yes.
And we're opening up the MacPack Mailbag. It's a massive app. Let's get in. Boys!
Flamingos.
How are we all? Are we all well?
Yeah, not 100% to be honest. But still paying for fantastic, obviously.
Good to hear.
You slow off the foot, Joey.
Yeah?
Slow off the foot.
Slow off the foot, yeah, very.
What does that
What does that mean?
Slow
Slow
off
off the foot.
No one has ever said that.
What do they say? Slow off the mark.
Slow off the mark. But
Yeah,
that's a different. That's,
Slow off the mark. You slow off the foot.
nah.
Slow
What's-
off the mark. That means you're bad at starting a race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hurt my leg.
We were playing last week on the pod. We
Literally
mentioned.
the next day we were out.
Yeah, we mentioned our desire to play tennis, and then we went back out the following day after recording. And
To
Joe,
the courts.
and
To the hardwood.
Joe
We were
nearly-
down by the tennis courts.
Joe nearly
What do they
broke-
call it? They've got a cool word for it. The hard courts.
No, that's
Yeah.
basketball.
No.
Yeah.
We were on the blue court.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, Joe nearly broke his leg, so we've had to
yeah.
pause the campaign.
I went up to the net. Like, I
Yeah,
was a
you did.
madman.
You're up to the net.
Yeah,
So in
'cause
tennis, you either stay at the back or you go up to the net.
Yeah.
You never get in no man's land in the middle. And Joey he rushed the net.
I rushed the
A
net.
volley game, if you will.
And I just
Jakes
put it
hit me with a high ball,
over the
which is
back.
the one floor of going up to the net
He's played
strategy.
him. You played him well.
And I got him. He was spinning. He was
Yeah,
jumping. He
I-
looked all out of sorts, and then his legs didn't know where to land.
So you
they
committed to the
snapped.
you committed to getting it to the rather than trying to beat it back.
Yeah,
You
I
get it on the
committed
bit.
to
Oh, yeah,
I
he
jumped,
went.
Yeah.
So
He
you went
went.
for the volley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still about a foot distance between my racket and the ball.
Real like Gail Monfils sort of
Yeah.
energies about Joe as
I
he
thought
turned
about-
and twisted and then hasn't walked for a week.
Yeah, I just landed. I landed on my ankle, not in the way God intended.
Clutched his knee as well.
Oh no!
Which is the bit
the
that
anterior cruciate ligament.
yeah, I've come rushing. Speaking of rushing the net, I was rushing the net. Come over and went, what
Did
have
you
you?
hurdle it like an absolute champion?
No, because I was fearful that there'd be two of us laying on the deck if I tried to hurdle the net. And he's clutching at his knee, and I was like,
Oh, that's
"Fuck, what
never
have
a
you
good
done?" And he
place.
goes, "My ankle." I said, "It's not
Because
really.
I was just holding my
It's
leg.
not really where the ankle is, brother Mingo."
I was in so much pain. I was, before my life, my entire summer flashed before my eyes of me wearing a cast.
Oh,
no.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been ideal.
No. But then, yeah, it's like, you know when you hurt yourself and you're like, don't really know how bad it is at first?
Yeah.
That's what it was like. And it turns out, yeah, it was not good. Not good at
You've
all.
been fine, have you?
Have you seen any medical professionals?
No, you're
about the
fine.
injury?
Yeah, no. I went to see my sort of coach, doctor guy, and he said that, yeah, actually, this is a bit hard to say, but he thinks I might not be able to go pro.
Right. There you go. He must have seen the action as well then.
Yeah.
You'll be back out there soon enough.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
on the mend. Yeah, it's on the mend.
That's exciting. Might have to go for a hit with you, mate.
Seems like an injury-prone sport. I don't know if I'm willing to
Yeah,
risk my
yeah.
summer.
I did my hip playing on Saturday.
Oh really?
That's
Yeah, I was getting
Jake's going
How
down.
do you
as
do a
well.
hip?
I was getting hip flexor pain. I've never felt like such an old man until I did the hip flexor.
Wow, from all the lateral movements.
Yeah, well, I've only done straight lines for 3 years, and I've started to.
Who are you playing with on
Change it
Saturday?
up.
Joe's retired.
Me and Taylor went for a
Just
hit.
the wall.
Yeah, wall one.
How's Taylor? Is she pretty good?
She's there.
She's not
She's in
injured.
a coma.
There you go.
Tennis is the real winner. And congratulations to you, young man. You have officially finished all of the aspects of your university degree that you can sort of essentially fail.
Yes,
That's all done.
pretty much.
And you were fortunate enough. We went to his screening on
Yes,
Friday,
the big movie.
where he and a handful of his cronies, who have probably been mentioned on the pod before, took out gold.
The Gold Award
for your short film, The Philosophy of Love.
At the
Congratulations, young man.
at the Murdoch Media Arts Showcase, boys. How was it? How was it to come down and watch the films?
Oh, it was
was
elite.
great,
Absolutely elite. A lot of people who seem to have a fair idea as to who we were as well, which was interesting. You must be doing quite a bit of internal promotion down at the university.
That's it. Everyone's got to know what's going on.
Yeah, but no, it was a great night. Great night.
Great to see some the student films. You know.
With all due respect to everyone else, there's a reason that you won gold. Your groups was like significantly better than probably the rest of the crowd. I think that's fair enough to say. That's usually what a gold medal means.
Yeah.
It's great to hear because when I watch it, I'm so numb to it that like I don't even really listen to I listen to it because I'm the Soundy, but I don't like listen to the narrative. I'm just listening to the technical aspects.
Yeah.
So if I'm myself watching it and I like haven't even clocked the story at all, I'm just listening to the
You're
stuff
too in the
about it.
detail.
Yeah. I can hear every single when I'm listening to it, I can see the timeline in front of me.
There you go. Well, no, it was a great night. Congratulations to yourself. What are your plans post uni now? 'Cause we've been on the pod now. We've marked this 3 years. We watched Riley graduate. He was at Levers 3 years ago,
Schooling.
Now he's heading back down.
and then we got a few invitations. Did you see? We got a few invitations to go to uni.
To uni.
Yeah, no, I've been invited.
We're doing psychology together next year.
To Levers.
No, but did you see the fellas on the fence at Levers?
Oh, as in they weren't both fellas, are they?
No, but did you see the fence?
I haven't seen the
I've
video.
heard of.
I don't think it's legal for.
For you to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it either.
Alrighty, boys. This week I got a couple of things that I want to bring to your attention. I obviously mentioned off the top the Aussie Bro Squad.
Yes.
We will get to them in a second. They have been dominating my life recently. But do you know what also is dominating the other half of my life? This cost of living crisis.
Yeah. I've heard you guys are struggling.
Good man. Particularly what I want to bring to your attention now, it's obviously the festive time.
Yep.
There's when a lot of spending gets done.
Yep.
Usually we in Australia sort of housed by the two big grocery stores. We got Woolies and we got Coles. Who do you go to? Who's your go-to?
Woolies, but I'm open to sponsorship.
That's my Woolies.
What are you, a Woolies or a Coles guy?
We've always been a Woolies.
Yeah, I
fan.
think we're always
Woolies has always been closer.
There you go.
Woolies
Coles has always
feels-
been trash.
Woolies feels more Australian for some reason.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like
That's fair enough.
Also,
grain.
It's the green. The green feels nature, feels fresh.
And they're the fresh food people.
But the Coles just down.
What is
Prices are down.
Well, I won't.
They're not really.
No, well, that's what we're about to get into. So Coles Christmas
Also,
gift at
Big
the
W is the best as well. Out of like the Kmart Target range.
Big Woolies.
What we're going to be discussing is Coles, their Christmas packages. So obviously, once this time of year comes around, you look after your staff, yeah? I'm
Yeah,
sure
of
you get a
course, of
handsome little pay packet, Joe, when you get fucking around this time of year. Congratulations. You can probably
No, we actually
buy a
don't
Woolies with the gift that you get.
No, we don't get bonuses. No.
That's a lie. What I want to bring to your attention is the Coles Christmas gift that the staff members receive.
Yeah.
This comes after Coles has recorded a record $1.1 billion profit on the year of 2023.
Good on them. That's just hard work.
Pretty impressive stuff.
Must be nice.
Cost of living crisis really not affecting
Paying dividends.
Some would even say maybe Coles is
taking
it.
Taking the piss. Taking the absolute P155. And to compensate their thousands of staff members this year, you would expect what?
Oh, a nice bonus. They've been working, I guess. They've been grinding down the aisles as we've all been shopping them.
What would you imagine to get if you're a Coles employee after you hear that they've made over $1.1 billion?
Oh, you'd hope to get like some stocks or like free groceries, something like a gift card to the Coles Group. I'm not sure.
Something of
Yeah.
a little bit of value. Instead, I think you'd both be pretty peeved off if you received, in fact, a Coles water bottle.
Metallic
Metallic water bottle, which I always find gross.
Stuffed with cash.
And 5 My Thanks points, which is essentially just like a rewards card program that they run. Do you know how much 5 My Thanks points equates to?
50 cents.
$5. So they receive
They can buy
they receive a bottle of water and a $5 gift card, and it's basically an incentive for them to activate their
My Rewards thing.
their My Thanks account, because I've managed to get a hold of the whole PR play for them. So this is an internal document that went through all of the Coles, outlining what they got. I just think that's not quite enough. I just don't think an infused Coles brand of water bottle, and keep in mind it's got Coles massively down the side.
So it's not a cool bottle.
It's an ad.
It's an ad. You're walking around with an ad. I'm surprised in the sheet. I read through every word of the sheet. I'm surprised at nowhere in the sheet it says, whilst drinking the bottle, please ensure that you do not cover any of the letters on said drink bottle. This is a gift.
That's grim.
That
not
is
an ad.
Insane.
What are your thoughts, boys?
I'd feel underappreciated. That'd already be on not minimum,
much.
but yeah, not much.
Yeah, it's pretty grim. Pretty grim. So just
Yeah.
keep that in mind when you do shop at Coles over this festive
I wonder
period.
what the Woolies gang are getting.
Oh, that's a great question.
It'd be a great time for Woolies to be like, we've just issued $50 million in stock.
Yeah.
Or like some
That's a
crazy
good
gift where it's like, bang, Woolies is the good
Yeah.
guys.
Maybe this time next week they will have done exactly that, and we can update the people. But what I want to update the people on right now, because you're getting no bonuses, by the way, for Christmas.
The
Had it-
MacPack bonus.
How to transfer the account?
What about the billions we
We
made?
can't even afford the water bottles. What I want to discuss with you boys this week is arguably the more pressing issue at hand. My guys, my Aussie Bros squad. Have you been familiar with my guys?
Only through you.
Only
Jack.
through you, yeah.
I love these guys. They're my fave. They're quickly becoming my absolute dudes.
How would you explain to a lay person who has unfortunately not had the blessing of hearing of these?
The Aussie Bro
fine
Squad,
men?
do yourself a favour. Jump on TikTok if you haven't already. I'm sure they'll be live right now, because that seems to be all that they do. They just go live so fucking much. You jump on TikTok. I don't think we're following them. That'll change shortly. You almost don't need to be following them. You just get served their shit.
Wait, so you get notifications about them being live?
No, I don't get notifications, but
They just,
2 swipes and you're there. And
Oh,
you-
so their live comes up on your feed.
yeah,
Right,
our
okay.
feed. But yeah.
Yeah, our feed.
It's
yeah.
very exciting. It's all the time. They're essentially a little 4-man boy dance group based out of Australia. They've got some moves. I'll be honest. They've got the choreography sorted. They seem very what's the word? Quite energetic. Quite happy to be there.
Flamboyant.
Flamboyant is definitely a
Whoa,
word. They're always dressed in a certain
Outfit.
a matching leotard of sorts.
What they wear gives me very kind of like year 7 disco vibe.
Yeah, and the fact that they're always matching. So these blokes, I've mentioned them to you before. I showed you them before we jumped on
Yeah, yeah.
tonight. But I'd mentioned to you before. And what had you envisioned?
From what I heard, so the only thing I heard was that they're brothers, they're Australian, they dance, and that their mum is somehow involved,
Okay.
and they go live a lot. And I was imagining like,
basically the whole
I was
That's what
imagining
I've just
like
said.
12 to 13-year-old boys maybe
Yeah,
doing
okay.
dancing, kind of like in their house, just dancing on the live, whatever. Like they'd seen other people do it and they were copying.
What did you imagine?
I was expecting a Nelk Boys pranker kind of thing.
I don't know what any of those words mean. What?
Just like pranksters.
Oh, no.
Not dance moves with their mum.
Yeah, and that's more what it is. But they're 18. They're 18, 19. They've just finished school. I think a pair of them are twins. The other 2 seems to have just finished school. They're bloody ripping the dance moves and they're ripping the sexy clothing. But they're growing.
So what does mum have to do with it?
Mum seems to be the one that has got them entrapped into this little situation.
It does feel a little bit like she's holding a gun underneath the phone.
And she does these lives. If you haven't already, do yourself a
She's the
favor.
camera operator on the live.
And
And so she's up there, and then she's reading out all the messages that come through. And I haven't been involved in the messaging, but I've read a lot of the messaging. She has the world's quickest filter on her because she's able to find the diamond in the rough as all these relatively rude messages are flying around. A lot of hate speech against these
Not the bros.
poor Aussie boys. And part of me wonders, is this helping them? If they saw any of these any of the things that were coming up, would they be going?
They
Would
would
they-
finish the live and be like, wow, that was so successful.
Yeah,
And everyone's
there's
so
always a lot of
nice.
high fives and rubbing and touching amongst the lads. But mum's always just yelling out like, "Oh, Rachel's watching from Bondi. Oh, Gary's in Bali watching. Oh, this person wants you to do the square dance," and they're like, it's just full on. But those 3 comments are usually like
Sandwiched between.
between so many comments that aren't fit for human
Aussie boy consumption.
Yeah. So I wonder how much they know about what's going on mum's side of the camera, because she's quick with the filtration. If she read out everything that was coming through,
Her mouth would fall off.
those lads wouldn't be smiling anywhere near as much as they are.
And you say that they're going live like a lot. What is that? How frequent we talking?
I don't follow them, but I see them a heap. And over the last week, I can honestly say I've watched them. I reckon once a day I've been watching the Aussie Bro Squad just doing their shit. Before I came tonight, just on TikTok, just having a quick little flick over, and it was literally them sweating profusely. So they must have been. And she's like, "All right, well, we'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. We'll see you all then. Join us no matter where you are living in the world."
That's crazy.
And these blokes are
7
like
a.m.
pissing with sweat. So I don't know how long they've been dancing.
I've heard
for.
they go from 7 till 12 and then 1 till 7, no? 1 till 6.
Jesus.
It's
So-
a lot of
So it's
dancing.
10 hours of live streaming dancing per
yeah.
day
and
with
you have
1 hour
a
break.
lunch break.
They're all very choreographed.
That's the thing that
Good
I don't
words.
understand is like, and then she also mentioned in one of the videos that they have a YouTube channel coming up and they've got videos, and then they also do the lives, but then they also post video. Like, how
Yeah,
are they
they post
have time?
content as
And then
well.
they're learning
They're learning the dance
24
moves.
hours worth of dancing.
It's pretty nuts. The mum's name, I was actually able to find the mum. Because people were wondering what the mum is all about. That's a lot of these
Yeah,
comments. There's mum reveals, and she loves mentioning it because people go, "Give us a mum reveal," because we're sick of watching these 4 blokes dance for like, 12 hours a day. We want to see this lady who's behind the camera, like essentially shouting praise at her young lads.
I have always.
And someone found them. This is the mum. That's the mum
That's
there.
them.
So she's got the Aussie Bro Squad. Should we announce her name on the pod? Are people gonna?
Yeah, say it.
So her name's Beverly McKellar, which is eerily close to our name, Beverly McKellar. So do yourself a favor and have a little geese. But she's just she's just a mum. She
She
just
looks
loves
like a mum, but she doesn't
Sound
sound like a mum.
Nah, which I think is what the bit that
She sounds a bit like a girlfriend, doesn't she?
yeah. It's
But
it's
she's
all
the mum.
very intriguing. But I'm just a little bit worried about the Aussie Bro Squad because I don't think that they're quite aware of what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I've heard
'Cause
people
them are-
say that it's a bit Hillsong, it's a bit culty.
Mm.
But I mean, I've only seen a small handful of the videos, so it's
That's enough of human consumption, I think. But they got some
Yeah.
moves. The boys have got some moves.
oh, they know how to dance.
We might have to do a collab with the Aussie Bro Squad. A couple of bros just squadding up for one of the biggest dance battles of all
yeah,
time. You'd
yeah,
imagine.
we could dance battle them.
Yeah.
Really?
I got some moves.
They know all the they've got crank and dance moves, and they're always in time with one another. Like they must be practicing so much, and someone must be on because the songs just change. You're watching for 15
Yeah.
seconds, the new song, and then they're just doing new dance moves, all exactly in time.
Who's changing the song?
And it's I don't know. It must be their ability to remember all the dance moves is fucking nothing short of
Yeah, because
impressive.
you're watching, you're like, maybe they're just making it up, but they're all doing the same stuff.
It's very impressive. Go check out the Aussie Bro Squad. Before something like scary happens to them, and we all take a day off for the Aussie Bro Squad. Alrighty, boys, breaking news. Very exciting to be out here. We just cracked it.
This just in.
We cracked it.
Yeah,
but
we
this is the
cracked the
news. This
news.
is the news. We broke it. We're out here breaking news.
What happened?
What's the
Literally,
news?
What's just happened? What's
Um,
just
What's
happened?
new, pussycat?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spotify Wrapped
It's
is
just
officially out now.
Holy shit.
That's
This
correct,
isn't an
yeah.
ad either.
No, not sponsored.
Not
But you can listen to us on Spotify.
You can.
Yes.
It's the way that we prefer to be listened to. Unless you want to watch on YouTube, we also enjoy that.
Yes.
Spotify Wrapped is out. What are your
It's out.
early thoughts? What is your early thoughts on Spotify Wrapped? Do you like it? Do you rate it? Do you hate it?
Spotify Wrapped, I like it. It's fun. Although I have another app called Last FM, which gives you stats for.
Why is he always got to be a
Your whole
little
time?
bit different?
A little bit better than
That's good because then
everyone
you can actually go back 5 years since I've had the app or whatever and see what I've been listening to.
What, like historic data, or you can just see like on June 14 in 2008. You can see what you listen to.
You probably could do that on the website, but yeah, just like aggregate history.
But
So it's Spotify Wrapped at all times.
Yeah, yeah.
So my thing with that,
Whoa,
though,
that's pretty-
the only like charming part about Spotify Wrapped, it's once a year. It's like Christmas.
I would like the historical data.
Yeah, yeah. Although it is true, like
You can
getting
screenshot it.
Spotify Wrapped is like more exciting. Where occasionally I'll just go on Last FM and be like, what have I been listening to? It's like, oh yeah, whatever.
That's
But then
cool.
it's not like an event, you know.
That's fair. I do that with my IMDb account.
Yeah.
It's nearly at 9,000.
Very nice.
It's very nice. Very exciting.
My one pet peeve with Spotify Wrapped, though, boys, when everyone shares it on their story,
Not a fan.
it gets annoying. Like, is anyone actually reading people's
I-
stories? Like,
I
do
love-
you guys post it on your story?
Well, that's a grander question. Do you post on your story?
No, not
I just did.
not
I
not in the recent years. I haven't been posting it. No.
posted my top song was California Dreamin'. So I posted
Give
that.
us a bit. Give us a bit.
All the leaves are brown
leaves are brown
and the sky is grey.
and the sky is grey.
I posted that because that was a funny song to have as your favorite.
It's
yeah.
a bit edgy, but like,
oh yeah, it's so dope.
like, is anyone actually viewing it? Is everyone just tapping straight through? And then also, when someone puts up like, "Oh, I was in the top 0.1% of Harry Styles listeners," and then they're like, "Who would have thought?"
Yeah,
Like, not me. I don't. How am I supposed to think that?
One of my-
Shut up.
I don't mind looking at people's because it's like interesting to be like, oh, that's what they were listening to or whatever. But one thing I really hate is the whole like it'll be like a list of 5 people and it'll be like Beyonce, Kanye, Coldplay, Taylor Swift, and like ABBA or whatever. And I'll be like, fuck, I got the craziest taste.
Yeah,
You know, I hate that it can be very pick me.
Yeah, it's very pick me.
Yeah.
It's not too dissimilar to what I've just done. Nah.
Did you say
What?
crazy taste?
No, I just said my actual guys.
Oh, that's fine.
Because they're
but
all
just-
guys.
But no.
They're all guys.
But like, who's gonna look at that and be like,
Hopefully you.
"Oh, I wonder what."
You're asking about it.
I care what Jake was listening to.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone gives a fuck. But you got to do it. You got to share it, and then for no one to see. I feel like that's what Instagram is, though, isn't it?
do you know what?
share shit.
Instagram is just you clicking on photos so you can see the next one that you don't want to see.
Yeah.
But also, what I think is really cool about rap this year is the actual artist speaking to you.
Yeah, that's cool. I rate that.
Like, I had Olivia Rodrigo speak to me, and I was like, "Oh, Olivia, thank you."
Yeah.
Who'd you guys have?
Boy
Pete-
genius.
Can't.
Pete
Yeah.
Murray, a
Murray.
boy genius.
Yeah, boy genius.
Who's
You know,
boy genius?
like Phoebe Bridges, Gillian Bake. Yeah, they're like a
Oh, here we go.
they're
Yeah,
female
yeah.
singers.
Oh,
God.
God.
And they're like
we don't
they
listen
made
to
like
them.
a- they
We
made
don't. We're
like
not.
I do.
They made like they're like a
Don't,
super
Jake.
group, you know. 3 individual artists who've made a band.
There you go. That's lovely. It's fantastic to hear.
But yeah, no, I like the personal message. It's a nice touch, and it would also like take time out of these people's.
Yeah, it's like 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, how much do you reckon they're getting paid for that little bit?
Would
'Cause
you-
Spotify would have to kick a money. for
Spotify is probably like, oh, we'll give you an
Nah.
extra half.
I just went on the site then, and you just upload it. I think that was just an incentive for them to do it. I don't think Spotify was paying them to do it.
that. Oh.
It would help because then you can then go in. There's like call to actions. You can buy their merch and you can go to their shows. There's like a call to action for them for doing
Yeah,
it.
well, one thing I saw was there was merch at the bottom, and it was like exclusive for
Yeah.
top fans or whatever.
So they're still making a flogging out of it. But it is what it is. Do you remember we did that one year? We did a video for someone for their birthday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
That was cute. We got paid like $500 for that. That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Nah, we didn't get
Way
paid
to
a
show
cent.
our feet though.
Yeah, a lot of that.
No, but I'm a fan of Spotify Wrapped, and I'm a bigger fan of people sharing the podcast side of Spotify Wrapped. It's always exciting when we seem to feature on people's. So if you are a fan of the pod and you've been acknowledged via Spotify,
We're gonna send you a feature pic.
no, share it. You've just potted people for sharing it, but yeah, the
The
podcast.
podcast one is cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Music
Yeah.
stuff.
Share that shit.
Boring.
Yeah.
It's like music. It's like, well, a song goes for 3 minutes. A podcast goes for an hour.
It's way more work.
Yeah.
So be sure to share it if we were fortunate enough to attend your Spotify Wrapped this year.
Yeah.
There wasn't any personal videos, but you can hit us up for those privately.
And thanks for listening over the last 365. See you in the next one.
Yeah, let's crank it.
Yeah.
Love your work. Alrighty, handing over the reins for the first time ever for one of our favourite segments. It's Hit List, Shit List. This one's going to be hosted
Yes.
by the man in mustard to my left,
More of a brown.
Joey. It's definitely
brown.
mustard.
Yeah.
It's mustard.
Oh.
Brown. You know
Mustard.
what? That's brown.
That's
Jake's pointing at a
black.
No, anyway.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
He's going to be doing Hit List, Shit List. This operation is centered around Perth beaches.
Perth beaches. That's right. Day of release. It's the first day of summer.
There you go.
First of December. The first day of summer. So I thought, why don't we do a hit list on some Perth beaches? All right. So I'm going to say the beach, and then I'm going to say 5 beaches, one at a time.
Yep.
And then you guys are going to rank them.
There you go.
All right. So. I want a bit of discussion about this. You know, we're going to get to the fucking bottom of this.
Break it down, because a lot of our listeners come from Perth, so we gotta.
They'll know. They'll have opinions.
Gotta break it down. What's the best beach in Perth?
All right. The first one I'm coming in with Cottesloe Beach.
The Cot.
What are we thinking? What do we think of the Cot?
Good beach, classic, overrated.
Overrated. I don't like the shortened name. Kind of cot. Just does, it rubs me the wrong way.
It's always very busy. I quite enjoy the landscape of the grass banked area. One of my favourite pizza places used to be across the road, currently shut. But it used to be a lovely place.
Yeah.
Go and get your food, sit on the beach, sit on the
I like the
sand. Sitting on the grass over the sand is much preferred as well. Like eating a pizza off sand it's not very pleasant, but sitting up on the grass, very nice. But it's just too busy. There's always too many people there to actually swim.
Lots of rocks.
Yeah.
A very, very large rock aesthetic going in the water and out of the water. But the one thing that Cottesloe has is the cool nightlife. Like the beach is valued when you're there on a Sunday sesh and you look out and the beach is there.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's massive. That's absolutely massive.
I think I agree with that. Cottesloe is like cool, but not for the beach bit. It's
Yeah.
like the other shit is good, but then the actual beach is like, whatever.
CBH, OBH.
Yeah.
Used to be the home of a lot of our parties and whatnot growing up. Obviously, whenever we graduate at the
We went there, yeah.
at the
Yeah,
high
we
school
went
that
there
we
too.
went to, everyone goes to Cottesloe Beach.
Yeah.
Jump
Such
in the
a
water.
long
Why would we
drive.
drive there? We've
Go
got
to
Freo. Yeah, down
There's
the
so
road.
many. Yeah, there's so many other places that make way more
I do
sense.
kind of like that though,
We
because
used to have some big go.
because we don't go to Cot as much. I always think about it like, we came here at graduation.
That's
Where if it was in Freo, it's like we always go to Freo.
We used to go there a fair bit for parties and whatnot. We used to have like when Australia Day was still like widely celebrated when we were like 18, 19. We would go to Cottesloe Beach, just bring eskies. Some of our favourite, like
Shit, yeah.
just young boys. I remember because the cops were obviously there at the time.
Yeah.
And
And the cops
we're-
take out.
I think we were 18, but you can't drink at the beach with like we had like 100 beers in this thing.
See,
And
is
then
that illegal though? Because
well,
everyone drinks at the beach.
you got to move on notice. But one of the boys ended up just grabbing one of my towels. Like we were just like had the esky, and the cops were coming down, and literally searching through his bag for alcohol. And he was like, "Well, the esky's gonna contain like a bit." So he just grabbed the esky, threw a towel over it like it was the fucking magical invisibility
Yeah,
cloak, and just like wheeled it down the beach. Never saw the towel, but we got to keep the beers, so that's the key.
Too easy. So if you had to rank it in like medium,
7.
yeah.
7.
So like
mainly for the
mid-tier,
nightlife. Yeah.
mid-tier, yeah.
It's a mid beach.
All right. The next one we've got Port Beach.
You're gonna have to jog my memory.
See, Port is a mixture with Port and
Port and South.
no,
Port and Coogee.
no,
Port and Leighton.
Leighton. Yeah, Port
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Leighton are the same beach. It's down near the shipping containers, Jake.
Okay, I'm just googling.
You're going down South Street. Oh, you're going down Leach Highway. You turn right down near Red Hot Design.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, down that way.
Can't say I've
You've
been
never
there.
been there?
Heaps.
See,
We
that's-
used to go there a bit.
See, this is currently the last 3 summers. This is the boys' beach.
Port
Yeah.
Beach.
This is where we all go.
There you go.
Right.
I do rate it. It's a very empty landscape. It's just sand and water. There's nothing else really to it. It's just you go there, you swim, you leave. Like there's no like entertainment,
Nothing else
cafe at
going
the
on.
top. It's just beach. And then you also get, I love when you look back at when you're at Leighton Beach and you've got the massive dingo flower
Yeah.
sitting behind you. It's just a real Aussie place to be.
I
real
don't think
WA
I
staple.
don't think I have spent much time. Is it near coast? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've ever swam there. I don't love it. I'll go 5 out of 10. It's a beach. It passes, but
Yeah, this is like stock standard. This is
I just think I'd prefer to go to Cottesloe for the atmosphere.
I'm a Leighton guy.
There you go.
yeah.
What do you rate it?
Leighton beats Cott for me.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I understand. A lot of the beaches, I mean, the parking is just a nightmare.
At Cot.
Yeah,
Leighton's dead empty.
yeah, it's
And
great.
it's
You just drive
huge.
in.
Like it is like massive.
But that speaks to the popularity of Cottesloe. Like, if,
Yeah, but see, they're
But
tourists.
you know how like
no.
you know South Beach, how it's just like really skinny sandbank. Leighton just like keeps going.
Yeah,
It is huge.
it's goaded. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, the next one. Now this one is a little bit out of the way, but I thought I'd include it because it's a bit special. It's a
You
bit
say
Perth.
Cable Beach.
No. The beaches on Rottnest Island.
Oh.
Because obviously big
Nah,
tourist
I-
spot.
Rate 'em. Hasn't been. It's been years since I've been to Rottnest, and then years again, probably a decade since I went with you two.
Yeah.
Good. Tough to remember, but good. We often didn't go there in summer either. We'd go in like the winter breaks. So
Yeah, I was going to say cold.
good. But yeah, no, I enjoy them, and I like that they're a little bit secluded. But that's probably mainly because of the winter. And there's so many options in such a short little space.
Yeah, the whole thing is just beach.
We used to do a lot of outdoor red stuff at Rottnest, and you could go like diving. We used to go
Oh yeah.
not deep sea diving, but what do you call it?
Snorkeling.
Snorkeling. A lot of fish. That was another great memory. A lot of good memories at the beach. Should get to the beach more.
Have you ever had a bad memory at a beach?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I've got
I've
got one that I can tell, but every time I bring it up, Mum gets all shitty about it. So
Right.
we'll just let it go. But if it's been on an app,
I remember once
True fans.
That was on the grass though.
True
we
fans would
lost
know.
a tennis ball or something off a tree.
That's a story I want to tell another time.
Alright.
That deserves some gas.
Also, if you ever get stung by something, it's not ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm alright with that.
So, Riley, Rottnest Beaches, what do you think?
It's going down the 3 spot for me. Just don't go there enough for it to be a core memory.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Cot 1, Rotto 2, Port 3.
Okay, fair enough. Now,
Port
this
1, Cot 2, Rotto 3.
This one is it's a bit of a curly one, right? Some would even argue that's not really a beach. We've got Deepwater Point.
Ooh,
That's right.
Isn't that the river?
It's the river, but it counts.
No, that's
Because people go there.
gross.
You
man.
always go
You
there and
can't-
people are getting on their boats. People are swimming. I went
It's
there
the
once.
river though, isn't it?
It is the river.
Yeah, but there's white sand going into it.
I don't think that makes it a beach. If I put white sand at the base of our pool,
Yeah, it's like a bay.
it acts as the same.
Yeah.
And yeah.
it's the worst for mine. I think it's just it's actually gross. We used to
Gross,
do a lot
yeah.
of outdoor red excursions there.
But it's so close to the ocean.
Bull sharks as well.
Yeah, no, you need waves. You need waves to be
Need
a
waves?
beach.
One year, my mates found a sinking ship just off the shore of Deepwater Point and swam out to it.
I was thinking like one of those.
Like it was going down. It was Titanicing.
You know when people.
It was
but
half was on the ground.
And
Half
where
it
was-
was up.
But it was just like moored there. Like people just left it there. Anchored.
Where were the people?
I don't know. Well,
Bottom of the
They
bottom
weren't
of the
there
boat.
anymore.
No, it's like if you can just park your boat somewhere like
Yeah.
in the river.
yeah.
You
I
know
think
where
it
I
would
used.
be-
You know where I used to work. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone was with it when it was
Deepwater-
going down.
Deepwater Point also has insane amounts of those massive
Jellies.
brown jellyfish.
Yeah, they're gross. Oh, when we did outdoor red, we used to. And this is probably
Pick 'em
quite
up, throw 'em.
rude. Well,
Oh.
we cut them up.
Oh.
Apparently, jellyfish, if you cut them up, they just grow into their own jellyfish. Like each little thing
So
just
it's
becomes the
not
same
murder.
jellyfish. And we used to
Perth.
put them down each other's backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing you know,
classic.
I had to miss out on a fair few outdoor red lessons because I was being a bit of a shithead. And I don't know. We always did it, but I always seemed to be the one that got caught.
They're just those are
Just go a
actually
little bit too
massive.
far.
They're
They're
like the ones
huge.
in Nemo when they're jumping on the tops. But do those ones sting?
Nah, brown don't sting. It's
They're
only the
fucked
white.
up. We used to,
But still, it's scary though. Because
No.
what if it does?
Deepwater Point, how there's like the thing that you can walk out on sometimes.
Pier.
No,
Jetty.
like the sandbank.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes you can walk out. One time, me and Riley did that.
Wait, is that Deepwater Point?
Yeah.
Damn, Deepwater Point is huge. I'm thinking about a completely different spot. What am I thinking about? No, anyway, go on.
So we were walking on that, but a lot of people would take their shoes off because there are some bits that you get wet so people will leave their shoes at the front.
I don't think that is Deepwater Point. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you're not talking about Deepwater Point.
I think you're talking about somewhere else.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Next
next.
saltwater point.
That's the worst, by the way, because it's not a fucking beach. Next.
Oh, anyway, me and Riley put jellyfish in some guy's shoe.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And the last one is Coogee Beach.
The Cooge. Cooge is good. Cooge, a lot of people jumping off the jetty, which I rate.
You're thinking about Point Walter, Joe.
Point Walter.
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking.
Deepwater Point's like the dome out when Nan used to live.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant Point Walter.
Well,
Still not really a beach.
Point Walter's cool. It's got Blackwall Reach.
both shit.
Point Walter. I feel like I always get those confused because they have point in the name.
Deepwater Point. Point Walter.
Yeah, Deepwater Point is like muddy river.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Point Walter's more
Point Walter's lovely.
beachy.
like
It's
sort of.
pretty close.
Anyway, it's still the worst. Last Cooge.
Coogee.
Cooge is good. Putting it, ranking him Cottesloe number 1. Number 2, I had previously said, I think Rottnest.
Yeah.
Number 3, we're going to go Cooge.
Yes.
Number 4, Port. And then your little fucking river is going to come in at number 5.
And Riley?
Gonna go. I love Coogee. It's a young person's beach.
Mm.
They've got the massive jetty. Loads of fun to jump off in the summer. Gonna have to go with, just because of recent years, Leighton Beach, number 1. Coogee, 2nd. Then we're going to Cot. Then we're going to Deepwater. Then we're going to Rotto.
There you go.
Nice.
There's our ratings. What would you go, Joe?
I would go basically the same as Riley. I'd go, Coogee, Port.
Why Cooge first?
It's nice.
Okay, great comment. What a
Yeah.
great comment. Very descriptive.
I like the shark net as well. You're safe in there.
Yeah, okay. Dad
It's
nearly
safe.
died. Didn't have that shown.
yeah. Not always safe. And then I would go Rotto and then Deepwater.
Because it's not a beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, good
obviously,
stuff.
yeah.
Nice, well done. Hey boys, that brings us to our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero Junior Boy. Take it away.
Boys, as discussed in the first segment, I made a movie and I was the Soundy.
You were.
Yes.
And you know what? Got high acclaim. We all got HDs across the board in the assignment, and it won the gold award. So
There you go. A lot of humble brags in a real packet of
bravo.
time. Love your work.
it couldn't have gone much better, but
Sneak another one in there.
well, it could have. Yeah. Anyway, but technically sound. It couldn't have gone much better,
It's your bit.
and it's all due to the help received along the way.
Okay.
And in post sound is a really, really rough and hard job.
Yeah, because you got to do the Foley.
In the industry, it's broken into like 10 roles.
Yeah.
But for the assignment, I have to do all of them.
Is this segment just all about like woe is me? I'm the hero because I can
No, it's
listen to
it's
shit.
building the story, Jake. You're
Yeah.
basically saying how hard it is and how I needed help.
All right.
Anyway, but I
didn't get the help.
I didn't get that.
I'm a legend.
You're always me. No, but we do have one gentleman who operates down at Murdoch University as the audio operations officer.
Nice.
I won't mention his name just due to anonymity's sake, but I reckon I spent almost every single day that I was there in post sound, which was like a 5-week process, knocking on his door, asking him questions about how do you do this? How do you install this program? How do I get this to work? How do I, cut this low frequency from this voice at this certain time? And he would come in and spend hours in this room with me, just sitting there. Not like this isn't a part of his job.
Yeah.
He's not a teaching faculty. His job is just to make sure the sound stuff works. That's it.
Yeah.
But anyway, he would just come in and legit just like sit there for hours with me, helping me with all of the post sound. And there was one specific moment. There was this software that couldn't work, and it was like the most dire software I needed to create the soundscape. And he it wasn't working. It wasn't working for like weeks. And then one day I wasn't there, and I always used to nag him every time I was there.
Yeah.
But then one day he wasn't there,
Ooh.
and he spent like the entire day that I wasn't there trying to fix it, and I didn't realize that until I came in the next day and it worked perfectly. And this chick came down to the room, another student, and knocked on the door and was like, "Hey, are you Riley?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, the audio operations guy spent his entire day in here yesterday trying to make this work because he knew you were coming in today."
Oh, that's very
damn.
sweet.
And I was like, this guy. And then he ended up making a song for the film as well.
Oh, is that
He
guy?
offered to compose, write, and produce.
Did I meet this guy?
master and mix a song. No, not that guy.
Oh,
different
okay.
guy. But yeah,
Fantastic.
Just going all
freaking
out. Wasn't he
guy.
on like leave for half of this?
yeah. Because like tuition.
Why does it
finished.
work then?
Yeah, he was also working on the song while he was at a wedding down south. Like just like,
Oh.
and we offered to pay him because like obviously we had a bit of room in the budget to pay.
Because of the
Appetizers.
lovely donors.
That's it. Our lovely backers. Joe being one of them.
Yes. Yeah, I got a credit in the film.
Did you see Joey's name?
Yeah,
come on
of
the
course I
screen?
did. I just immediately said I didn't know you could put money in, and I bought a lot of hot dogs at that thing that we went to.
when the credits came up, everyone who I was sitting with, they're like, "Oh, fuck it,
Joey,
oh,
oh,
you're up there." I was
doing?
like, "Yeah, what
Did
can
you
I
guys
say?"
read all the credits for every film?
Yeah,
You
it's 'cause
scan
your
them.
name
Yes.
was in every one of them.
You scanned like the credits are up there, and then you just see names that you know.
Yeah, true.
And he's pretty familiar with his own, so he could suss.
Hey,
He could
I
Joey.
did
suss-
ask for a larger font, but okay.
I had no idea that you were doing the whole donation thing. I would have jumped in on board.
Yeah.
Technically, you can still donate to it to push toward festivals.
Oh, there you go. I might have to
But
do
the
that.
credits are
But your name,
finalized.
your name won't be in the credits.
Let me. Oh.
You won't win gold like me and Riley did.
Shout out to the first ever episode of the MacPack Podcast with the anonymous donator.
Oh, huge.
Uh,
That's who it was. It was
tell-
Jakey.
Just tell me exactly what Joe paid, and I'll pay exactly $1 more. So just to
But yeah, we're trying to push it
snub him.
toward more festivals at the moment, and one being WA Made. If you guys remember,
Yeah.
we won WA Made last year
You did.
with this prestigious director. It was his debut film, and I actually worked with him this week again on his sophomore film.
Lovely.
Fantastic.
And I heard that we stopped off at a servo mid-shoot from location to location, and we were in like a van. There was like 8 of us in this van. And I quickly ran in, and I tried to do a Hamish Plate Giss.
Oh, yeah. Gone in 60 seconds.
Gone in 60 seconds.
A quick
Oh,
turn.
you just shit. Yeah, I know about that.
A quick poo to clear the bowels after this 16-day shoot, right?
I'd do a gone in 60 minutes. That's what I try and.
But I was being like super quick about it because there was 8 people in the car waiting for me, right? So I was like, I need to make this seem like a piss. So I went so fast, right?
It's not what happened.
And I came out and I talked about the WA Made festival that we won on the show.
Yeah.
And the director was in the car. And
did you do it in
apparently
60 seconds?
while I was doing the Giss, he said to one of my mates, he was like, I've only ever listened to one episode of the podcast. And it was about when Riley shat right before he watched our film at WA Made.
Oh,
So
yes.
as soon as I got back in the car, it was all poo jokes, wasn't it?
All
The Giss
hijinks.
didn't come to fruition. They all knew what was going on in there during that 60 seconds.
There you go.
God loves this shit.
Yeah, it was funny. Though.
So the everyday hero doesn't go to the shit.
No, it goes to the gentleman, the audio operations manager down
There you
at.
go. For going the extra mile, looking after Junior Boy, even though he wasn't necessarily required to. He was on annual leave.
He was.
But he looked he was at a wedding.
Poor guy.
But he
I know,
still
rough, right?
looked after you. And that's why it's this week's episode 167 is Everyday Hero. Righty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another episode of the pod. But before we finish up, it's time that we open up the mailbag.
When did you add that to the soundboard?
Just a new live sound. All that sound talk made me jealous. I thought I'd better get in there with some of my own noises. Firstly, we asked the legends that are our followers if they had heard of the Aussie Bros Squad, who we'd previously mentioned.
Oh, the Aussie Bro Squad from segment 2.
They're building a bit of a name for themselves. We had
They're living on this podcast.
59% of people said that they had heard of them, and 41% said they hadn't. So if you're around that 41%,
Now you
consider
have.
yourself
Yeah, you've-
educated. We did also ask those people what they think of said Aussie Bro Squad, and obviously if you haven't heard of them, you're not going to say much. But Joe's heard of them. He just said they're weird.
Weird, yeah. Facts. That guy knows what he's talking about.
Lucas Corbett
Corby.
said it seems like a cult, which
That's what I said. I think I read this from him.
we have been in trouble. We have been in trouble for using that word previously.
Yep.
Mainly Joe.
Yep.
How are things at the Cold Nips
At
gang?
Colt Nips.
Colt nips.
Is there a delay?
Colt nips.
Moped Joe.
Moped Joe.
Yeah, okay. Is he a friend of yours? Do you hang out at the Joe meetings?
Yeah, he's the one with the moped. Yeah.
He just said it's a bit odd. Great, real adding value.
Yeah.
Sycra Banks. That can't be how you say her name. Shakira?
Shakira Bonds. You've got the last name wrong as well. No worse.
Tyra Banks.
Skyra Box.
She said, I do not like them. They make my brain itch. They are way too smiley.
So does your name, Shakira.
They are very smiley.
They smile too much.
They're weirdly smiling.
But I think it's because that they don't know the
they're
truth.
not getting fed the true information.
I'd be
Wake
smiling.
up, Aussie bros.
Yeah.
I'd be smiling heaps if everyone loved us.
Yeah, you know, if our mum was there to say, oh, someone's listening in Germany. God, I'd be happy.
Yeah, Shakira Banks loves your stuff, boys. M. Atapole.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Not sure.
Matapole.
You boys should recreate some of their dances, which is a request that we're gonna.
Yeah, once we recover from our injuries.
We should.
You're gonna need that.
We could stitch a few of their
That's good.
videos. Let's stitch some of their dances and see if we
it's
can.
gonna take us hours to learn one dance.
And it'll be
because
bad.
there's four of them, so let's get Dad in.
We'll
it.
need to do a duet.
Let's get Dad, and Dad often frequents, especially coming December 1st. Dad doesn't often wear pants or a shirt in
Just the
December,
jocks.
so he's just getting around in those. We could get a Bond sponsorship, the Aussie Bonds squad. George 96 says it's a bit cringe, but they are blowing up, and he's bang on the money
You
there.
gotta respect the hustle.
Gotta respect the hustle. He said we need the MacPack boys to make a spin-off of them, so he's sort of joining Matapole in the
What
sense
if
that
we were Aussie bro trio?
yeah.
Mm.
I feel like we get enough criticism as is without the need.
I could use a bit more.
Emma Betston.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Close.
Benson?
I just go off the usernames. They
Okay.
need to be set free from their endless TikTok lives, which I think is true. We've sort of addressed that. And Alex Denton said beautiful blokes, which, you know, you can't
They are
disagree.
good looking.
Yeah, they're lovely. They're scary, but like
Are they?
if you
No.
run into them in the street, I don't know. Personality, would it be there? Would it not be there?
That's the question I think most people are asking.
It's because we don't
What
know.
are they actually like?
Yeah, we don't know anything about other than the mad
The
moves.
moves.
The mad moves we've got. Oh, what a problem to have. A question. What is something you've done wrong your whole life without knowing? Is a question that I posed to the people. Alex Denton said milk before cereal.
That is wrong. That is strange to do that. Very weird that you would.
Yeah,
It's weird. How much milk how do you know how much milk to put in? It doesn't make sense to me.
That's a good point.
Because the milk you fill up the cereal.
We've talked about this before.
Have we?
Yep.
Okay. There you go. Jade Sky said holding the scissors. Now
I always go blade.
I followed up with her and said, what do you mean? Do you know when you got the scissors, you got two holes in either side of the scissors? Right?
Yeah, one's for your cock, one's for your hand.
She said, you know there's like one hole that's smaller and one
that's the
side
one
that's
for the
bigger? She said she's been doing the opposite, so she puts her thumb in the big hole and tries to squeeze all of her little fingers in the tiny hole.
You fool.
Yeah.
Which I find props to you.
Yeah.
Don't know. She seems like she's not young. Like, well, she's young. All right, she's less than 22, I would imagine. But like, that seems like a long time
To not know that, yeah.
to not know what you're doing. And my one is, and this I was aware of. This happened to me a couple of years ago, but it was brought up again recently.
Yeah.
You know Meryl Street?
No.
No?
No, never heard of that person.
Oh no, sorry, it's Meryl Streep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Meryl Streep, I love
No,
it.
But forever, I thought her name was Meryl Streep.
I'm not gonna lie, Jake. I was also on this train.
Until?
10 seconds.
I thought her name was Meryl Street forever.
Meryl
Meryl
Streep.
Worked in the cinema
What the
industry.
fuck is a streep?
Last name.
Worked in the cinema industry for 9 years. Always thought her name was Meryl Street.
Yeah, stuff like that's so embarrassing. At least with
and
that, you can kind of get away with it because people just hear you say, "Oh, he's pretty sure we would have said Streep."
Yeah, it's a bit like that one I said about the poos the other week. Fetal matter.
Fetal,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
not a thing.
Baby matter.
You want to be wrong, but close.
yeah, you can't be
Not like the scissor thing.
too outlandish. Okay, we've got a last couple. This is the actual mailbag. These aren't questions that we've asked. These are people who have gotten in contact with us.
That's insane.
It's very exciting to welcome back to the show, Mr. H.
Wello.
Wello. H. Wello. We love this kid. He's an absolute superstar. He's a day one.
I can't wait to meet H.
he's-
Rolo.
Same here. I feel like when we first started listening to us, he was very young. I remember him being like one of the
Is he the
youngest.
cunt?
Yeah, he was about 3.
think he was that.
Yeah,
guy.
he like listens on his tractor or something.
No, that was some other dude.
Ah, okay. Good on him there.
H-Wello, absolute ledge. He goes, what are 5 essential things that you blokes individually cannot live without?
Oh, that's a big one.
I think
5.
5's a lot. Let's go 3. 3 things you can't live without.
Lip balm.
Wow.
Lip balm. Ooh.
You know what? The amount of lip balms you
What
have.
else?
I reckon it's lip balm,
What
Joey.
What else is it? Okay, I'll go.
Oh.
I'll go lip balm, AirPods, and then cock ring.
Yeah, what are you going to use your AirPods for then if you don't have any other?
I'm fine, but phone is such a basic choice.
Okay, what about yourself, Ginny boy?
Oh,
3 things can't live without.
gym,
Right.
mates,
Oh, this is cute.
and the hose. What a hose that?
Apart from the obvious, like food, water, and oxygen.
Yeah.
Let's run. I think phone.
Nice, dude.
He's always making calls.
I love my AirPods as well.
Yeah,
like
copy. We copy mine.
Techno
So far,
guy.
2 of these are what I said.
The hose.
No.
What the hose that?
And I couldn't tell you the last. I just.
So just 2 of mine.
It's
then.
just
And you don't really use lip balm.
And then you can just watch the Aussie Roast Squad. Oh,
Yeah, that's all I need. As long as
Yeah,
I've got
that
the-
man Aussie bros.
as
You
long
need
as
a
I've got-
phone charger.
Yeah, charger, so I can, so that I can keep watching my favorite bros, the Aussie Bros Squad. Woof, Melvin Ding. I think
Oh,
this is in
Jesus.
response to the last question. I hope at least. He goes, I didn't realize you had to wipe your ass after taking a shit. He was a. I'll let you take the cake because I think you're gonna say what I think.
So Melly, he said this, so we're allowed to go on.
Yeah.
In high school, he used to tell me that. So before his nightly or morning shower, he would do a poo, and he wouldn't wipe his bum. He would just get in the shower and then wipe it with his hand and soap. And I said that's foul, and he said, "Why? What are your thoughts?"
I'm good. Yeah, not good.
That's foul,
That's
right?
good.
It's gross.
You've got shit trickling down your leg.
Oh, it depends how runny it is.
Yeah, and also in the shower. I don't think you should be shitting. Why go to the toilet? Just shit and
Just
stomp
waffle
it.
stomp.
Just waffle stomp that bitch down. Cut out the
Cut out
middle
the
man.
Whoa.
Me?
Free.
My question is, when it comes to Melvin's 3 things you can't live without, he could just replace toilet. He no longer needs toilet. He just
Yeah.
needs
He's just got to shower.
and toilet
and
paper.
water.
Yeah.
He doesn't need toilet. Yeah.
It's strange.
He's
right?
already halfway there, that man.
Maybe if it was like,
I stand by that being wrong.
yeah,
Yeah, no one's going for the side that is waffle stomp. No one's team waffle stomp.
yeah. So what his shower routine is
Shower,
arse,
poo.
like the things he washes is arse.
I want to know the order as well, because you can't leave it till the last one, because then you've just had poo in your bum for
Yeah.
ages. But you can't do it first, because then you've
Then
got to
your
wash the
hand
rest
is
of your
shit
body,
for the whole time.
and you've got poo in your hands.
I guess.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. He doesn't use toilet paper.
No.
He just uses his hand. I missed that
In
whole
the
bit.
he goes into the shower, lets the water run down his bum, and then wipes it with
What
his
did you
hand.
think he was doing? Using toilet paper in the shower?
No, sorry, that was what I thought originally. But then you said the hand thing, and I thought he was shitting and then wiping it with his hand and then walking into the shower and doing the double. But he's not. His hands are clean when he gets in the shower.
Yeah, until he has to clean his bum in the shower.
Is he using soap?
I don't know.
Like
Like if
on
he's
your
using a family shared loofah,
For the brown loofah.
and then his brother has to get in after him, and then he use the loofah.
That is strange.
It's not recommended. There's your recommendation. Go check out the Aussie Bro Squad and don't shit in the shower. They're your 2 takeaways for episode 167 of the MacPack Podcast. Boys, it has been an absolute pleasure.
As always.
Until we do this time. How's Joe's bling? Look at Joe. Oh my God.
3 cock
You
rings.
said you didn't get a Christmas bonus. I think we're looking at it.
You got 3 rings on.
Yeah.
Knuckle busters.
Joe's so fun. Like, he's got so much jewelry. He's got the tats. he's got like a 98 ATAR. Like he's just not the stereotype.
He belongs in the Aussie Bro squad.
You'd fit in really nice. Yeah, squad. Until we do this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember, don't
Go give your mama a hug.
It's Shuffle now, but not forever.